hello everyone, and welcome to the first session of our live with lockdown superheroes. So, this is a series that we've planned wherein we are going to interview some of the personalities who have been working really hard to help people in need during this testing times. So, आज की हमारी जो first guest है, she is Prajakta Rao from Insta Paint Social, and tell her about to tell you all about her work. They all started working for orphanages, for blind people, and for other organizations. But during this lockdown, what they're doing is they're feeding stray dogs. They're helping people who are in need and providing them with essential goods. So let us call her line. Um, Hi, Prajakta. How are you?
Great. Just
So
tell
I
me
was just
whether
telling. Sorry, I couldn't hear
just tell
you.
me if I'm like audible to you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly. So
Okay.
अभी हम सब लोग को बता रहे थे कि कैसे आप काम कर रहे हैं लॉकडाउन के टाइम पे एंड कैसे लोगों को हेल्प कर रहे हैं. तो हम ये बेटर आपसे जानना चाहेंगे. तो क्या आप हमको थोड़ा बहुत बता सकते हैं कि आप आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में आप क्या करते हो, कैसे कर रहे हो वगैरह.
Sure. I'll just brief you about the organization.
Yeah, sure.
This like we started in 31st December 2013. Okay, so from there, it was just one thought, while celebrating like this 31st Eve with our friends or families. So let's celebrate with some of the any old age home or something like that. So that is the one single thought which our founder member, like Ashwini Suryavanshi, she had. And from there it's all started. She never thought it will be this big organization and will be doing this, throughout the like currently we are in 6th year. So we never thought it will go this long. And we started with just a the small initiative. And when we started, we were just 18. So from there, the whole journey started. We started going to many NGOs, and we connected more than 40 to 45, plus NGOs so far. And it's not
Okay.
only the old age homes. Like we are not strict to only old age homes. It was always like the flexible thing. So starting from you can say blind schools till Adivasi Padas, then even for the cancer patients we work for, even the orphanages and specially able children. So all these places, all these NGOs we connected, like, we started with the celebration of any festival, Indian festival, or even the Christmas and, other festivals as well. So we started from there, and even, after the celebration, there will be a continuous help to the organizations. So it's not like, because when we started, we were just 18. So, we couldn't do much at that time. So what we did is whoever wants to donate, we, connected them to the NGOs. So that was the major part which we did at that age. And, from there till now, if you see, like, there is a continuous help also, and we are still in touch with all the NGOs which we have been through so far. And yeah, that is all going on, including the Adivasi Padas. So we celebrated Diwali there, and then we did our major project of water conservation in that case. So these all events, like it was part and parcel of Instapaint Social and the journey so far till the 6.5 year now. So that was it about the organization.
That's great actually. So can you tell us little more about what are you doing during this time? I mean lockdown में आप ऐसा जो आपका काम कर रहे हैं उसके बारे में थोड़ा brief कर सकते हैं क्या?
Correct, sure. So, when the lockdown started, it was like, the sudden thing, and we were not sure whether it will, be this long. So we started with, the thought which we came across, there is a much lot of blood, you know, uh, supply is not
Requirement.
available in the state. So that was the major thing which we heard from our, like health minister, which he declared in the news. So that was one thought which we came to the point, like we should start something from our side. So what we did is, like, we were not sure whether to ask people to come out and, start donating, because usually we all do this. But, during this time, it was very difficult for us to convey people, like, you should go out and donate the blood and all. So what we did is, like, we asked them, like, in our big, like, we have our WhatsApp group, and, all the social media channels are active. So what we did is we created just one hashtag, okay, that is Ladha Raktadanacha in Marathi. So that is basically, if you are donating, just click your photo, and, with this hashtag, you just post it on your social media and tag us also to know that you are doing it. So we started it from our group. So by the time, we reached out to many people, so it went till, like, from Dombivli, Kalyan, it went till, even the Ambernath side, and even for the Pune, for that matter, and even from the Mumbai side till Thane and Mumbai, then Sain and all those areas. So we have, like, our volunteers, maximum to all across the Mumbai, luckily.
Spread
So
across.
what we did is we asked them to just do these things, and let's see if, it is working or no. So we got a very nice response. Like, even we couldn't thought of this much, like, at least during the time of this like pandemic. So we got a response, and more than 75 people they joined, and, they donated their blood. And even because we couldn't conduct any camp as such, so what we asked them to do is just go to nearby, area where the blood bank is there, and you can just donate it there. It's not like we are only collecting, you need to donate to us also, nothing like that. Just go to nearby place and just donate. So like that, 75 plus people are, like, have done this thing, and they have tagged us also. And, we like, encouraged more. So that was the one initiative where we started from. And apart from that, we saw, many people, like, daily wages people all around us. And, considering that, this situation, it's very difficult for them to survive. And we noticed it very, like, very early stage. So what we did is we asked, we conducted a survey for that place, like, that is a Kalyan Gramin area. So two of our volunteers who were on the ground, like, all the time of this entire lockdown season. So Kishore Satpute and Aniket Dalek. So these two people, they were, in this part, like, throughout the way. So what they did is they started with the basic survey, like, how many people are there in their family, and, such families are, like, how many are there, and, according to the area, whether they are getting any help from the corporator, like that. Because, starting from our side, it's not that easy to collect the fund, and considering we are not a registered organization. So we can't give people anything in return. That was the, major thing. Like, we can't even provide ATG. So that was the one thing. So we started with the surveys, and luckily people were, happy to get the proper information. And then we, put all these things in social media. Like, we want to donate these things, and we just hardly we got a list of 40 people. Okay, not more than that. 40 families. So we started with that. And yeah, so the survey first which we did was for 40 families. So we thought, it will be, like, not much donation required. So 40 families we can cover it easy. And, with the donation we started collecting. So okay, then, we started with the first phase of 40 families. Then suddenly, Kishore, one day he called, he's like, what, it's not done. Like, 40 families, the number is increasing, we need to get more and more. Then I was like, just you complete the survey, we'll see how things are moving. If we get the donations, we can, carry these things ahead again. So then we came across a list which was, close to 100 people. So that was close to 100. That is
That's
families.
a huge list.
Yeah, it's a very huge number. And we were not sure whether we'll be able to deliver all these things or not. So I just tell, I just told him, like, you just keep the list. We'll see what to do with that. I'm not sure. Don't commit them at all. We'll see. So that was the luckiest part. The entire team and the, other like, friends and families, everyone started giving after seeing these things. The 40 families we helped. So after that, we got the funds, and luckily in this, like, last week itself, we completed our third phase. That is, like, 100 plus people, and still the list is on. So no, it's not stopping at all. But, it's the thing is, like, many people have moved out of our place. So that many places are vacated right now, and like, because of that, the risk list is reducing, but other sides, other parts of the city, they have this requirement again and again. So, even whatever we have provided to the first group, that was in April. Okay, so first week of April. So after that, like we are in the June right now. It's the 3rd June. So, we even want to repeat that, that thing also, because we are sure that we provided them for, 15 to 20 days max. So after that, they will need to at least get it from somewhere, or, try to make some money at least. But that's what we did. Like, right now we are focusing whether we can, take this initiative ahead, like again, to complete these families, in the repeat way. Because see, considering the situation, it's not anyone's fault, and you can't ask them, or you can't blame them. So that was the second part, apart from the blood donation. And the third part is like there is one more initiative which is taken by like in the same area of Kalyan. There is one initiative which is taken by Shiv Sena. So there's that people, they are like taking care of everyday night food for around 300 they started with, but right now it's around 500 and more. So close to 1,000 people are eating food daily over there. So we understood that, and even these are volunteers. They are, after the our distribution, they are working over there as well, for the food donation. So we came across the thought, rather than when we are getting so much, whenever we are getting like 100 kgs of donation or 200 kgs of rice, you can't just sit and segregate one part. 5 kg, 5 kg, still we did. It's not like we didn't do. But apart from after completing this 100 families, we thought, when the donation is, in a big quantity, let's keep the entire thing to then like this particular initiative. So that was the major part. So we have like whatever we got, so around 200 kgs of rice we have donated so far, and 200 more kgs are like, on the way to all these things. So yeah, these are the three major things like, we have started with, and it's still going on. And as you mentioned earlier, so about the dogs. So, for human side, it is still covering, but, for dogs, nobody will, take that initiative apart from, some like animal lovers, you can say they will be just giving all these things, but still they have a restrictions, like not to go out, and, don't touch any dog. They will spread more diseases to you. So these are the all things, nothing is coming from any animal. So, these are the things, and I am being a like more animal lover.
Animal lover.
Yeah. So even I look for them, but like it's not like, we can just impact these things on people to say, you have to go and you have to feed your dog. So what we started is like, let's start whether we can at least cover our area dogs. So we started with, like providing them curd rice, because these creatures are there, okay to have food from the wastage or anything, whatever they see. So what we started is like, because of this curd rice thing, it is helpful for them to, stop the, somewhere control the heat in their body.
Heat, right.
And also it acts as a, prevention from the many worms and whatever they get, from eating all these things outside.
Yeah.
So this is what we started. So firstly, I was like, okay, let's see how much rice we'll need. Then we came across there are 100 dogs, okay, every day.
Wow.
And we never thought, it will go till like 100 dogs in a day. So the same thing, like when we started for humans, same time it was started for this animals also.
Dogs as well.
And, yeah, so dogs as well. So Kishore, he only cooks this rice at home, and he'll mix with the curd and take that bucket, the entire thing outside, and start feeding the dog. So this is also happening like till now every day. So probably not because of the rain, but yeah, apart from that, it's all still going on, like considering the 100 to that also number is increasing. So around 120 dogs, every day they are getting food. So we need that around 3 kgs of rice, 3 to 4 kgs of rice every day. And, this is like a, like maybe after seeing from the outside, it is, looking very small things to do, to see. But when you consider 4 kgs of rice every day for only for the dogs, apart from that, the other things which are there. So, you have to segregate all this. And some people are, I would say, they were okay to give donations to humans, not for the animals. Okay,
Dogs.
so we need
Okay.
to segregate that as well. So we segregated that also. Whether we
Okay.
asked whether you're okay if we are providing this rice to them. So many of them actually said yes. So we're like, okay, let's do it. We divided accordingly, and these things are happening right now.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all about right now, which is happening, and it's still on. And even for the donation part, which we stopped completely because of the considering the serious situation in Kalyan Dongguri areas. So what we did is we created a Google form so that I'll share it with you also, because
Sure,
whoever
definitely.
wants to donate and donate blood, and from any area. So what we did is we took the Google sheet so that we can have their addresses and everything ready with us. So whenever we are getting the requirements, we can just segregate from the area wise, and we can just ask that person to go and donate to this particular place. So we have collected data for around 375 people so far. So who are actually ready to donate the blood whenever we are
Donate
asking.
blood.
Yeah. And even yesterday, day before yesterday, many requirements we have received, like till night around 11:30, 12:30, we were still calling people like, can you go morning to the Sion Hospital for the blood donation? So these things are happening, and the major thing I will say, these people are ready at this hour also. Like around
Right.
12:30, I'm calling to someone, can you donate the blood in the morning? Many people would have said no, it's not
No.
possible. It's like not I can go, I can't go, or any reason they could have
No one
given.
wants to take risk in this.
Yeah, exactly. But luckily, nobody has given me any reasons, and that
Wow.
even for the blood donation, they are okay to go. They are taking all the precautions from their end, so nothing is happening to them. They'll show the photo also that we have covered our face, and everything is happening. We are not doing anything foolish. We can, because when the team is working, you have to take care of them, rather than
Right.
just only after sitting at home. Also, if you're telling them very small things, also they're ready to do it on the ground. But that is the main part, I would say. You have to take precautions, because of you, many people are getting help. And
Yeah.
if you are getting stuck or you are getting infected, then all the people in your line, they will be getting stuck
They'll be
somewhere.
back.
So
Yeah.
that is the first primary care which I suggested all the volunteers, because even I'm going out, but the same thing which I am also following, and I have told everyone to follow. So yeah, that's pretty much.
So I think
And
that's a lot of work that you all are doing, right?
correct.
And you
So
say
we
it with
have,
such an ease.
yeah, because the work is so much, but considering the people who are actively, looking for the stuff, ki, like, just tell us, we are ready to do it.
Hmm.
So that is one thing. The entire initiative which I told you about, the blood donation.
Hmm.
There is one like a friend of mine, friend of us, Rushi Sabre. So he is taking care of
Okay.
all the Google form, entire list. I'll just tell him that this is a requirement which we have.
Hmm.
So just give me O negative blood group details. So he will just scan. He will
Okay.
just forward me. I'll just call, and work is done. So it's that happening very smoothly. So I'm very happy to have such a team. And it's not possible from any one of the person. You need a team to carry out all these things together
Right.
and keep doing. So that is, yeah, that was.
So I think it is your positivity and dedication that's attracting your team to also work equally. So would you like to tell us, I mean definitely there must have been some problems या ऐसी कोई problem हुई होगी तो आप कुछ share करना चाहेंगे ऐसे कुछ जो आपके साथ हुआ and आपने उसको कैसे overcome किया?
So I'll say ki the restriction which like we faced while doing this, especially Kishore and Aniket, because
Hmm.
when they started to go out for the these kind of work, obviously police were that time, they were not allowing to
Right.
anyone to go. That was not at all a problem, by the way. It's just for our group will only they started all these things, and they
Okay.
restricted us also. So that problem also, it was overcome, like they just went to the nearby corporator and asked them, we are doing this work. So if you can permit, our
Hmm.
vehicle and two of us to move out for all this work. So that would be great. And within no time, that corporator also agreed, and he gave the letter. Okay, so that was just the one moment he just went and he got the letter. Okay, you can work. I'll give you the letter with your name and whatever work you are doing right now. So it was all smooth. Just for the time being, we felt a constraint. How to go out, or we shouldn't get stuck somewhere because of all these things. Just for the restriction, and we never wanted to stop the work also because we understood that it's a need, and nobody can stop that. So when we are doing this, at least let's try to get some flexibility from the government side as well. So we did this, and apart from that, I don't think so, because many people help in all the process. Like there are many NGOs. I would like to name them also, because these organizations, they are working in Dombivli and other places as well, but they help in a way that they are also together in all these things. I never felt they are separate. Um, can you hear me? I
Yes,
am
yes, I
getting
can.
reconnecting, I think.
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, great. So these organizations basically, like, we understood that, we are working together in this, because considering all these NGOs, so I was like, okay, that's, really great to work with all of them. And starting from Feeding India, uh, can you hear? I'm still getting the reconnection.
No, I
I
can
am
hear
not
you.
sure.
I'll let you know if there's a problem. I can hear you perfect.
Is there any issue? Like,
No, I can hear you. I don't think there's an issue.
because I'm getting that reconnecting like continuously. That's why I asked.
I'll let you know if there's a problem, but we can hear you. Yes, people are saying they can hear you. Yeah, so I don't think there's a problem.
Just check with the audience also, because
Yeah, they are replying. They're saying
if they
they can hear you. Yes, there's no problem.
should I continue, or
Yes,
should I
yes,
wait?
you continue. They can hear you. There are messages from people saying that they can hear you. Yeah, it's all
Okay,
perfect.
great then.
Yeah.
Let's start. So, like the NGOs which I mentioned, like there are many NGOs who helped us during this process. Like when we were short of supplies from our place, like the groceries which we were donating. So, and we got the big list from other people, like this is a list. So suddenly, like one day we got a list of around 90 people, and they need a like this groceries thing. So I just quickly shifted those 90 people to Feeding India, and you won't believe, but the next day all 90 families got the groceries as well.
Wow.
So that was, these are the connections, like I would like to appreciate, like the best coordination work, you can say, like this Feeding India was there, even the GSB Mandal initiative which they started. So they are also providing around 500 people every day food. Okay, so packed food, and even they are giving out the groceries. So these people are also working for them. So these are the best qualities, I would say. Even the Swami Vivekananda Mandal, you must be aware of in Dombivli. They have completed more than 25 years so far. So these are the organizations which like working together in all these things. And even like there are many NGOs like Robin Hood Army is there. They are helping for the blood donation, contacts. Plus Aadhar Youth Foundation, which is from the Bhandup area. So those people are still there. So these are the organizations I would like to say, mention all of them, because I never, heard anything wrong. Like, it's not possible. I haven't heard this word since like 3 of these months during the entire lockdown. So that was the best, I would say. If I don't have anything or the supplies from my end, I'll just pass it on to anyone. I'll just call, whether you have it or not. They will just say, don't worry, we'll give it to them. It's not a problem at all. And, that's how it started. So, like all the organizations, they played a major role, and we are still working together, in the entire thing. So that was a great part of.
So it's all a united effort towards this
Complete
situation, right?
True.
Also, is there any particular moment or any situation that you'd like to share with us that was really memorable? something like that.
Memorable. Okay, just one thing, like we faced, I'm sure that whoever is going out from their houses, they must have felt. I would say that there is a perfect what you can say combination of efforts. So, for example, like when I was moving out, I know the risk which I'm giving it to my family also. Considering, I'm going every day and I have my parents at home, my granny at home. So, these things were, it was, continuously in my head, because of me, nobody should get infected with any of these things. So, especially due to, in this situation. So, the efforts which they made from their end, that was terrific. I never thought, like my mom and dad, both of them actually, they were taking care of my medicines, take this and, for the immunity thing. And even whenever I'm coming inside, start sanitizing everything, the medications on time. And even the, like, considering all the clothes and everything separately, and, like, with, I should not touch anywhere and which will affect any one of us. So, our families also played a major role. So even Kishore's family, Aniket's family. So these people are going out, but, the amount of help they are taking, the parents are taking, it's like, because they understood that we are not doing anything wrong going outside, and, this thing is helping lot of people. So what they did is, like, they took care of us rather than, they going outside, and they took care of us in every possible way. That was the, the moment, when I saw she doing all these things, or my dad doing all these things, I was like, I'm blessed to have, such parents. And same goes with everyone, whoever was going outside the house. So, that moment was just, the click, we have the blessed like we are blessed to have such families also. And considering they also understood that the work which we are doing, it's beneficiary for, the major crowd. It's not like she's doing it for, just for one or two people. So, these things should be clear from your end also. If you don't maintain that contact, or you don't maintain that, transparency between your parents, they will not allow you also.
Right.
So, that is the major relationship, which I would say, that was the major part, from my side. And I'm sure, and definitely, like, we know each other's families. So even for the Kishore, for everyone, whoever was going out, the same concern was there. And that shows that, that they are at home. That is the reason you can go out and work. So, these two things are very important. And these are the things that are like a, touchy moment for me also, and for many of my team members. So yeah, that was
I think our families play a very important role, right? Without their support, it's very difficult to go out and work for others, right? So also, as you rightly mentioned, you all started at a very young age. A lot of people in our organization are youngsters, and a lot of our viewers are youngsters. So is there any message or anything that you'd like to share with them?
I would say, in this especially 3 months, we have seen the, the level of destruction, or the level of, whatever happened to us so far. The amount of destruction I'm saying, from the perspective where, consider this, as a only as a earth and the nature, like the mother nature, which we say. So the amount of destruction we have given so far, okay, like, it's just 3 months and we are gone. Like, we are struggling with our thing. So, think from that perspective. Like, this is a time which, you need to think, rewind, and, see that, whatever we have done, so how much it is impacting to our nature. Considering the next generation, probably they will not able to see many of the things which we are going through, or we have gone through. Many the species. I'm a, like, considering I'm a wildlife conservationist, I can, like, say that, many species are extinct. And, the amount of destruction we have done so far, I won't say we should stop the development, but, somewhere we need to understand the balance. Okay, the
not at the cost of nature.
Correct. So, not at the cost of nature, correctly. So, these things I would like to mention, and I would like to inform to our youth also, because we are the future of country, or the entire world. So, we cannot just say, I'll do it just because I like it, or, just for the sake of my development. It's not that case. This 3 months must have shown, where you are right. So now these things I would like to say, please rewind, please rethink, and whenever you're going ahead after this, after completion of this pandemic, just start thinking from that perspective whether this is a really need, considering the pollution which we made, or still we will do in future. Whether there is a really need to take my car out, or I can just go by a train or taxi which is available. So these things really matters, because considering the thing, whenever we are stopping it from our side, maybe, it will be helpful. And during this pandemic, I would say ki, whatever you can do from your side, whether it's a small help, feeding just your dog from the society, just a small thing. But when you do something, now you will feel that, I am being a part of the entire crisis. Just sitting at home, sitting at home, it doesn't mean you are not doing anything. Even the social media appearance, it played a huge role. And we have seen that the entire money which we have raised, or entire support which we have got, is only through social media. Right now you just can't reach out to people and ask them to donate or anything. So it's all through social media. So that is also creating a major help for the society. So make sure, like, you are contributing to something, rather than just saying ki, this is happening, nothing will be happening, we can't do anything, or it's just negative thoughts. So I would say ki these are the things which you can think of from your side, rather than just sitting or doing nothing. And apart from this, I would say ki entire team was, they are doing work from home also. So it's not like we are free and we are doing it just for the fun, and just we want to do something for the society. It's not like that. Consider your home first and then do this. So this is a small message I would like to, say that, rethink, rewind whenever it's possible. Just from the small things you can do that. And apart from that, whatever you can do for the society, because we are, part of it, and you can't just neglect. So that is one thing I would say, you need to do these things in return for the nature, at least for the nature and society.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
So I think it was a great session, and personally, I and the entire audience that are watching here, we all feel very inspired and are proud of the kind of work you're doing. And thank you so much for taking out time and being with us here. I would like to everyone who's viewing this, if you all want to know more about their work or want to donate, please go to InstaPaint Social and find out about them, more about them. Also, we have this session where we'll be meeting tomorrow another amazing personality from another organization. Until then, I think we'll call it a great session today. Yeah, so
yes, definitely. I will share the link also for the blood donation thing, because
yeah,
we
definitely.
are getting the data which we need actually, because we are getting calls every day. So the work is not stopping. So I would like to say, be part of it. When whoever is, ready to donate the blood, just give their details. So whenever we need, we will contact you. It's not like we are conducting any camp or something. We can't do right.
Right,
So,
right.
that's what I will say. So I'll share it with you also. And whoever wants to know more about it, just DM to us. We are there to, for all the queries also. So thank you so
Definitely.
much for
Thank you so
watching
much.
this, I would say. Yeah, because, we are doing this, but many of people, they are not aware of these things happening, around, in and around them. So thank you for this conducting this session for entire Pramban Foundation. Because, because of this, we could have, vocal for all these things. Though we are there on social medias, and we are, trying to complete these things and try to post, because we don't believe in posting the, the donation part. So whenever we post, we'll try to blur the faces, or we'll try to cover it and share the minimum of it on site. So so that was the great thing, I would say, ki you came across us, working for this, and you took the initiative to take these things up. So I was happy to convey all these things. Everyone will know that these things are happening. So thank you so much from the entire team of InstaPaint also.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye. Thank you.